I've been told by numerous vloggers or bloggers in Angeles City that you can't trust certain people. Why would you want to be part of a community of expats who just backstab you in the back? Angeles City expat life. What am I expecting? Let's dive into that now. Alright, so what am I expecting? I really don't know. But I do know that I want to review a video that our Philippine journey did about, it is called YouTube Drama in the Philippines Between Foreigners and Expats is Escalating. And what am I expecting when I get there? I don't know. I'm expecting some people to be nice. I don't know. It's kind of like human nature. People tend to be good, but in my opinion, but sometimes they do things that because of jealousy and stuff like that. I don't know. So let's go ahead and review the video, and I'll give my thoughts on everything that he says and go from there. Let's go ahead and do that now.
Vloggers, content creators, whatever you want to call us, and others, including viewers, subscribers, and other content creators, is ramping up. For those people that actually depend on the financial revenue from their channel, that it's a part of their life that they want and need that money for, anything that they can get clicks on will help. That's an honest truth. Even like people like us, we don't need our YouTube any income. It means nothing. It's so small for us, but that little bit helps. When I say helps, I mean it's like it gives us money to put somewhere else, to do something else. You know, we do YouTube as a hobby, but enough of that.
He does got a point on that matter as far as a lot of vloggers that I've seen are bloggers. They tend to make videos based on clicks. I don't blame them. I would probably do the same too. I don't know. I'm not there yet. I don't want to put myself in that rabbit hole per se, I guess you could say, because that's how they need the income. So they'll do walking street videos just to get the income because they say it's a hobby, but it's not really a hobby. It's a job now because you constantly post on walking street. That's on you. But, you know, I get where they're coming from because that's where the revenue, most of the revenue is coming from. A lot of men, all they care about is walking street, and that's for them. Yes, but there's so much more to Angeles City. So let's go ahead and continue.
The drama is reaching epic proportions. We said this a week ago. We'll say it again. Somebody's going to get hurt. Now, we gave you some examples in the previous video about this, where YouTubers have been assaulted, YouTubers have been they've had their lives terminated over this, or they have gone out and assaulted and or terminated other people's lives. You reach a point, or they reach a point where, they don't handle the issues.
I want to tag along on that. I've been told by numerous vloggers or bloggers in Angeles City that you can't trust certain people. They didn't get into who you can't trust, but they did say you can't trust certain vloggers, that they'll talk behind your back, or expats. You can't trust certain expats. They'll talk bad about behind your back. They'll start rumors about you behind your back. I'm not going to say who told me, but there's some people who have told me, numerous people who've reached out and said, hey, you gotta be careful of who you trust, basically. So, and that's kind of, why would you want to be part of a community of expats who just backstab you in the back? I don't know. I don't think Angeles City is that way, but that's something for me to experience. Can you really trust anyone these days? And I mean, here in America, can you really trust anybody as far as them doing the right thing for you, or they have an alternative motive for themselves? Let's go ahead and continue.
And they're pushed by lies, by innuendos, by half truths. Some of it's real, some of it's not. I'll give you an example. Philippine antics. They have been in an ordeal over the past, I don't know, 8 to 10 days, 4 to 5 days. You don't know what to believe, but you know they're under a lot of stress. You're being pushed. That not everything being said is true, but that's not that. That's not the one we're talking about. That's how it starts. The next step is what we're talking about. So Philly in the Philippines and Ace Bachelor Cool. You can look at videos about them arguing with each other. You can look at them insulting. But Ace put out a video of which
I originally thought that they were doing this for clicks. I originally thought, in the back of my head, I still think that, but they're doing a very convincing Oscar-winning performance, as they are. But I just feel that it could have been in fun, and then it escalated. I don't know. But it's very convenient that all of a sudden the camera shows up when they start arguing or at the end. You ever say that, but people always pull out the camera after argument started. That's probably what happened. But it's very convenient that the camera happens to pop out and all of a sudden somebody gets footage of it real quickly, not too long after it happened. And neither one of them are commenting on it, which is fine. You kind of want to bury the issue. They might have talked to each other afterwards and say, hey, man, apologize. I don't know. But I understand if they do it for certain reasons. But based on that, my opinion is, I wouldn't want to get an argument. But at the same time, defending your family and your wife is important. But I personally would have did it behind closed doors, say, hey, can we talk? And maybe at least if it escalated behind closed doors in a private area that nobody outside the city or outside, not too far outside the city, but a private area. If it escalated to a fight, we fight in private.
He put out first one video. He's actually made several comments over the past month or two, very derogatory towards Philly in the Philippines family, particularly his wife and his children, or the children of his wife. And this feud has escalated. And we told you, as these bloggers continue to draw drama into their lives, all right, and as subscribers push that drama, as subscribers and commenters, and even in their own minds, this drama creates more and more stress. Nothing good comes of it. Sure, I understand and fully support the fact that you have to stand up for your family. But your family should never be dragged into this stuff.
Exactly. Family should never be dragged into it. That's why I fully support people who do not bring in their girlfriends or wives into it as much. Because I've told my girlfriend before, do not read the comments. There's some people who just very negative. They got nothing else in the world but say negative stuff. Hey, if you're so sad about what's going on in your life, change it. Don't be mad at somebody else's life improving while you're stuck in your mama and daddy's house, sitting in the basement, crying like a little puta.
And I don't need to even go any further into that. That's a different subject. What I am going into is simply, it's going to happen. Well, it did. And it came this close, going from it might happen to it almost happened to it's at a boiling point where it still can happen. Ace and Philly ran into each other on Walking Street the other day. And with that being said, a verbal altercation took place. And there are, oh, Philly ran, oh, Ace ran, oh, this, oh, that. Well, what if you take a look at the video, and I'm not going to put it in here because, quite frankly, it's just not our style.
And that's what I love about our Philippine journey, Mike and Arlen. But My thoughts on the whole expat life in Angeles City, I don't know. I have to experience it. I do not judge based on what other people are saying or doing or communication they have between each other. I based on everything of how people treat me, and I treat them the same way. I treat everybody nicely or in a nice manner or in a good manner until I feel that they're just being rude and don't care and just really trying to do things to sabotage, you know what I mean. So it's hard to do anything or say anything or if you haven't experienced it yet. So I guess you could say that's the naive part. It's not naive, it's just being smart. I don't want to judge people based on what other people say. It's just not the smart thing to do at all, to judge people based on what other people have said. But my expectations right now with the Expats life is still a good community. I still think that the Ace Batch are cool and Philly will make up and be cordial with each other. But I think that past, and when you start bringing, I don't forget. What's the old saying? You forgive, but you don't forget. You'll forgive and say, "Hey, let's be cool. Let's be cordial when we see each other." But I'm not going to be wanting to hang out with you. But I won't forget, neither, too. So I think it's as humans, we tend to, it's really hard for us to forget. We'll forgive, but it's really hard for us to forget unless you continuously ask for somebody's forget. I don't know. It's just that expect life. I'm expecting it to be, different because I am younger, and there might be some things that I relate to with older expats. One is living there in the Philippines. I'll go to them or go to specific people for advice. That's what I'm expecting. I'm expecting some expats to help out because, those are the good ones who want to reach out and say, hey, if you need anything, let us know. Is there any particular place you need to go to? But also have help as well, too, to be able to, right now, be able to guide me where to go. I've got some advice from Mike himself about coffee and other things that we talked about, but coffee was one of them. I don't know if he remembers that or not. But I'm expecting it's kind of like walking into a movie. Angeles City, Philippines expat area or community, it's like walking into a movie. If you go in with high expectations and you go into a movie with high expectations and you walk out going, man, that movie wasn't that good, then you did yourself wrong, right? But if you go into a movie and say, hey, I'm not going to go in with high expectations, even though the trailer looked good, I'm not going to go in with high expectations, then you'll come out probably saying, no, that wasn't a bad movie. That's a pretty good movie. Life to me is kind of like that. You walk into the Angeles City expat community, and you walk into it. That's the way I'm walking into it. I'm walking into it like going, hey, I'm not expecting anything. I'm not expecting anything, basically. So I'm not going to be disappointed if nobody comes up to me and says, hey, you need some help or anything. Because I don't know. I'm not expecting anybody to do that. But if they do, then I appreciate it. And I say, okay, then the movie was just, then the expat community, I take of it as being a good community. So that's my thoughts on what I'm expecting. Comment below. Let me know what your thoughts are in any community, expat community, that if you're living in the Philippines, or if you have lived in the Philippines, or if you know somebody that lives in the Philippines, what they say about specifically Angeles City expat community or any expat community in the Philippines. And thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification, and peace out.